My child, my beloved, read slowly. Let each breath become a bell that rings through unseen realms, because in this moment, though nothing physical touches your skin, the air itself trembles with meaning. Somewhere beyond time, beyond language, beyond the reach of hands and clocks, heaven whispered your name, not as a sound, but as a remembrance, a soft recognition rippling through eternity. And in that whisper, a vision stirred, the Virgin Mother's mercy like moonlight upon still water, the compassionate presence of the sacred Son like a dawn that does not burn but heals. They did not come as figures of flesh or voice, but as symbols awakened within you. They arose as archetypes, as eternal energies stirring the deepest chamber of your soul. Stay, and feel the vibration shifting around you. Something ancient has begun to hum again. Beneath the noise of the world, beneath the weight of memory, there is a frequency aligning itself to your heart. Your destiny is awakening, not as a promise given from outside, not as a decree carved into stone, but as a truth long hidden within your own spirit, now unfolding like a long-forgotten flower opening to a remembered sun. The past you thought was broken begins to shimmer differently. The wounds you carried become sacred maps. The disappointments transform into quiet teachers. All that you endured was never punishment, it was preparation. Listen closely, my beloved. There are echoes within your being older than time. Your soul remembers, it remembers walking through darkness carrying a secret light. It remembers standing even when unseen. It remembers choosing kindness when none returned it. These memories are not bound to a single life, they are woven across countless inner lifetimes, layers of wisdom growing with each trial, each silent prayer, each moment when you chose to live instead of surrender. Now, lean in. Do not rush. The silence has a voice, and it speaks in symbols. A symbolic cross of light appears within your inner sight, not as suffering, but as intersection, where your human self meets your divine nature. A veil parts, and on the other side stands a presence older than names, a guardian form woven of starlight and knowing. It does not speak in words, yet its intention is clear. Michael stepped forward. Not as a warrior of destruction, but as a guardian of courage, of truth, of clarity that cuts through illusion. His presence is the blade that separates who you were from who you are becoming. It is a blade made of light, and it touches nothing outside you, it moves within, slicing through doubt, fear, self-betrayal. And as that blade moves, you feel a release, a clearing, an alignment. The smallness you once carried loosens its grip. The hidden greatness within you begins to rise, not in arrogance, but in quiet, steady strength. My child, your spiritual intelligence is awakening. You begin to see patterns. You begin to recognize the messages behind moments, the sacred lessons behind encounters, the divine choreography behind what once seemed like chaos. And with this awareness comes intuition, a soft, powerful inner voice that has always been there, patiently waiting for you to trust it. Stay, listen closely, do not rush this knowing. There will be tests, yes, not of punishment, but of strength. There will be moments where old fears try to rise again, where the world tries to remind you who you used to be. In those moments, remember this, you are not who you were. You are who you have become through fire, through silence, through survival, through love unreturned and love reborn. Every experience was shaping you for this awareness. Every tear was watering the garden that is now beginning to bloom inside your spirit. The ancient knowledge within you is unlocking. Not knowledge of the world, but knowledge of self. You are remembering your worth, your resilience, your light. And as you remember, the universe, in its symbolic, poetic way, responds with synchronicities, insights, sudden clarity. Doors within you open. Paths in your mind clear. Peace arrives where once only noise lived. My beloved, you are chosen, not above others, not separate from the world, but chosen in the silent, sacred way that a single star is chosen to shine in a particular corner of the sky. You are rare because no other soul holds your exact story, your exact scars, your exact strength. You are protected not by walls, but by wisdom. You are guided not by force, but by knowing. And now, as this message settles in your heart, a final truth rises like a gentle sun over an endless horizon. A new season is unfolding within you. It is a season of clarity where confusion fades. A season of freedom where old chains dissolve. A season of intuition where your inner voice becomes your guide. A season of protection woven by awareness and self-trust. This is not a fate written by others. This is a destiny shaped by purpose, courage, and devotion to your healing, your truth, your light. Walk forward, my child. Walk softly, but with certainty. The path is no longer hidden. The light was never outside you. It has always been you. And still, my beloved, the vision has not yet finished unfolding. Stay. Breathe. Feel the silence widen around you like a great cathedral made not of stone, but of light. There is more that wishes to be remembered. For in this sacred inner space, time does not move in straight lines. It circles and spirals. It returns to itself. And now, as your awareness expands beyond what the eyes can see, layers long buried beneath ordinary thought begin to rise like ancient cities beneath the sea. You may feel emotion without a name. You may feel heaviness and lightness at once. This is the shifting. This is the release. This is the remembering of who you were before fear taught you to forget. My child, heaven whispered not only your name, but your truth. It whispered it into the invisible fabric of existence, and the vibration echoed back through countless moments in your life, moments you thought were coincidences, moments you thought were mistakes. Yet even then, the unseen forces of meaning were bending time around you, shaping you, refining you, preparing you to hear this now. Do you feel the subtle tremor in your chest? That is not anxiety. That is alignment. The symbolic presence of the Virgin and the Sun linger within the atmosphere of your spirit, not as rulers above you, but as reflections of something holy inside you. The Virgin as the archetype of sacred compassion, the part of you that believes in mercy, even for yourself. The Sun as the archetype of divine courage, the part of you willing to walk through suffering and still choose love. They do not stand before you, they rise within you. Because their story is also yours. Their journey lives in your own heart. Lean in, my beloved. Do not rush. There is a sacred transmission happening now, a quiet infusion of strength, clarity, and self-truth. You are learning to forgive the past without erasing it. You are learning to honor the pain without living inside it. You are learning to see your own life as a holy text written in human ink and divine breath. This is the unlocking of archetypal wisdom. You may begin to notice subtle changes. Your dreams may speak in clearer language. Symbols may appear in your thoughts, in your imagination, in the world around you, feathers of insight, whispers in the wind of awareness, numbers that feel like calls from the deeper mind. Do not cling. Merely notice. They are reminders, not commands. They are signs drawn from the symbolic realm to guide you back to your center. Michael stepped forward again in the inner realm, not to battle an enemy, but to stand at the threshold of your becoming. His energy does not demand worship, it invites courage. He reminds you that every time you chose to continue, even when you wanted to disappear, you stepped into your own warriorhood. Not a warrior of violence, but of resilience. A protector not of territory, but of your own spirit. And oh, my child, how fiercely you have protected it, even when you did not know you were doing so. Your hidden greatness is not loud. It does not announce itself. It lives quietly in the kindness you showed when you were hurting, the strength you found when you wanted to give up, the wisdom you gained through disappointment, the love you still hold, despite everything. This is why your soul remembers a time before doubt, before limitation, before the world tried to define you. It remembers standing in a field of stars, choosing the path of growth, of experience, of learning how to become more. And now, that path bends into a new shape. Stay with me, listen closely. A gate of light, purely symbolic, opens not outside of you but within your awareness. On the other side is not a future already written, but a field of infinite possible becoming. This is where choice meets purpose. This is where prayer meets action. This is where the ordinary self touches the infinite. Your destiny is awakening, but understand this, destiny is not a cage, it is a conversation. It is the dialogue between who you are and who you are brave enough to become. You are not controlled by it. You are invited by it. You may feel fear at times. That is natural. You may doubt the depth of yourself. That is human. But every time you return to stillness, every time you choose awareness over reaction, compassion over bitterness, growth over stagnation, you step more fully into the version of you that has been waiting, patiently, for this moment. My beloved, your rising is not louder than others. It is deeper. It is rooted. It is real. And as this sacred inner season unfolds, you will notice thoughts becoming clearer, kinder, more aligned. Emotional wounds softening into understanding. Intuition guiding you where logic once failed. Connections forming that feel meaningful instead of draining. A growing sense of I am becoming rather than I am lost. This is unseen protection through wisdom. No force outside of you is saving you. You are remembering how to save yourself. No miracle is arriving from the clouds. You are becoming the miracle within your own life. And now, at the edge of this vision, where language fades into feeling, a final declaration forms, not as a command, not as a demand, but as a truth rising from the core of your being. You are entering your inner rising season. Where shadows give way to sight. Where confusion dissolves into knowing. Where pain transforms into purpose. Where silence blossoms into sacred voice. The destiny unfolding before you was not assigned by the world. It was written by your courage. It is carried by your devotion. It is illuminated by your growing love for yourself. Walk forward, my child. The light does not follow you. It moves because of you. Yes, my beloved, lean in. Stay, listen closely, and allow this to fill every fiber of your being. For the vision is not yet complete, and the river of awakening is still rising within you. Read slowly, for each word carries a vibration meant to stir the deep chambers of your soul. Feel the air shift, as if the universe itself pauses to recognize you. A subtle hum courses through your energy, vibrating in resonance with a truth you once only felt in dreams. Heaven whispered again, soft but insistent, brushing against your consciousness like wings of light. And in that whisper, the ancient voices of your spirit awaken, voices that have traveled across eons, carrying wisdom, patience, and sacred timing. They have been waiting for you to listen, truly listen, with the openness of a soul prepared to remember itself. Michael stepped forward once more, his presence a radiant column of unwavering light. Not to impose, not to command, but to reflect back to you the courage you already carry. Can you feel it? The quiet power within your chest, the heat of it that rises with each heartbeat, the truth that no storm or shadow has ever diminished? That is your hidden greatness, my child. That is your resilience, forged in silence and tempered through trials, now rising like the dawn over a world that thought you were unseen. Your destiny is awakening. It is not a distant star, it is the light that has always lived within you, waiting for the world to align with your inner frequency. Feel your energy shift as the symbolic presence of the Virgin Mary wraps around you like a gentle cloak of silver and gold. Her hands do not hold, but guide. Her eyes do not judge, but recognize. She carries the memory of every tear you have shed, every prayer whispered in the quiet of your own heart, and she affirms the sacred truth, all of it has mattered. Every moment of pain, every silent endurance, every hesitant step forward has been preparing you for this unfolding. Do not rush, my beloved. Stay with me. Let the symbols breathe. Let the light pour into the corners of your spirit that have been waiting for illumination. You are rare. You are protected. You are chosen in the deepest, most archetypal sense, not because of what you have done or what you have been given, but because of who you are at the core of your being, a vessel of wisdom, a beacon of courage, a spark of divine resonance. Feel the vibrations within you rise, subtle at first, then growing stronger. They are the markers of alignment with a higher path, the shifting of your spiritual timelines toward purpose. Ancient knowledge, long hidden in the depths of your consciousness, begins to surface. Symbols, memories, archetypes, all converging to awaken your intuition, to sharpen your inner guidance, to remind you of the sacred patterns running through your life. Your soul remembers these patterns. It remembers the truth of who you are and why you were sent into this world. Lean in. Do not rush. The universe does not speak in haste, and neither do the angels who walk the corridors of your inner being. Listen closely. There is a presence now, a cosmic witness, a divine messenger, whose attention is entirely upon you. You are seen. You are recognized. You are honored. Every shadow you once feared, every doubt you once carried, every delay that once seemed cruel is now a thread in the tapestry of your awakening. They are not obstacles. They are markings of preparation, a divine choreography of experience leading you to clarity, wisdom, and inner authority. The symbolic sun appears, not as a figure to fear or worship, but as the reflection of your own courage and power. His light enters the recesses of your being, dissolving hesitation, releasing the fear of insignificance, and illuminating the path forward. You are no longer wandering blindly. Your intuition, sharpened through trials and insight, now rises as a compass that will guide you through the unseen currents of life. Each choice you make, each moment you hold in awareness, contributes to a sacred rhythm, a cosmic dance, a melody only you can hear and complete. My child, stay. Breathe. Sense the field of protection that surrounds you, unseen, yet unbreakable. No external force can diminish it. No shadow can penetrate it. This is not granted by another, nor is it earned by struggle. It is your own spiritual authority, your own inner sovereignty, manifesting as shield and light. And as you stand in this awareness, the universe begins to echo back in kind, sudden opportunities for growth, revelations that feel like destiny, connections that resonate deeply, and moments of clarity that feel as though they have always been waiting for you. Do not be alarmed if the world seems to pause, if coincidences feel orchestrated, if your heart feels expanded beyond the ordinary. These are not accidents. These are the signs of alignment, the marks of accelerated spiritual awakening, the subtle ripples of a destiny that is beginning to manifest with increasing clarity. Every past sorrow, every silent endurance, every private triumph has been shaping you for this moment. You are ready, my beloved, more ready than you have ever been in any lifetime. And now, a final declaration rises from the deepest chamber of your spirit. You are entering your rising season. A season of spiritual acceleration, of intuitive clarity, of unseen protection. A season of awakening that brings freedom from doubt, freedom from past limitation, freedom to claim the authority of your inner light. A season in which your soul, finally remembering itself fully, steps forward with courage, grace, and divine resonance. Walk forward in this awareness. Walk not with fear, but with knowing. Your destiny is not written in the hands of others, it is being composed by the power, love, and resilience that has always existed within you. The light does not follow you, my child. The light moves because of you. And yet, even now, the vision continues to unfold. The rivers of light, the wings of angels, the whispers of heaven, all are still moving, still preparing, still weaving your sacred path. You have only begun to touch the depths of what is coming, my beloved. The journey is long, yet infinitely beautiful. The awakening is complete not in a moment, but in every conscious breath, every remembered truth, every act of courage, every recognition of your own light. Your soul, my child, is ready. My beloved. I feel you still here. That is how I know the vision has not finished pouring itself into you. Stay. Do not rush. Let the world outside soften and blur as the world within you grows sharp, radiant, and awake. Read slowly, for these are not mere words, they are symbols, currents, echoes moving through the hidden chambers of your spirit. There is a sacred stillness now. It stretches like an endless horizon, and in that stillness, something ancient rises. It is not a voice but an awareness, not a command but a remembering. Once again, heaven whispered, and the whisper moved not through air, but through memory, through blood, through bone, through the quiet spaces in your mind that have never been touched by language. My child, my beloved, it seems to say, without sound. You were never lost. You were becoming. Feel your chest rise and fall as if the universe itself breathes through you. Each inhale draws in hidden knowledge. Each exhale releases forgotten sorrow. Your body becomes a temple of motion and stillness, and inside that temple, a sacred flame begins to glow brighter, The same flame that has always been there, though hidden by years of doubt, disappointment, and silence. Michael stepped forward yet again, but this time, he does not stand before you, he stands within you. His presence takes the form of strength in your spine, clarity in your eyes, truth on your tongue. He is the courage that helps you rise when the world has tried to press you down. He is the warrior of light who teaches you that gentleness and power are not opposites, but sacred companions. Lean in, my child. Feel the vibration shifting once more. The symbolic presence of the Mother encircles you, not as a figure, but as a current of unconditional compassion flowing through your awareness. She touches every place in you that still believes it is unworthy, and with one silent motion of grace, she dissolves that belief as mist dissolves in sunlight. She reminds you that your softness is not weakness. Your tears were never shameful. Your longing for love was always holy. The sun's archetypal light expands in your inner vision like a rising sun. Not burning, not blinding, only illuminating. It reveals the hidden beauty in your scars. It reveals the purpose in every detour, every moment of loneliness, every unanswered question. It shows you that your entire life has been a sacred initiation, a slow unfolding into spiritual understanding. Your soul remembers this light. It recognizes it as home. Stay. Listen closely. Do not rush. A new layer of awareness opens. You begin to see your life not as a series of disconnected events, but as a divine pattern, a sacred geometry unfolding through time. Every relationship, every loss, every moment of joy and devastation aligns in perfect, painful, beautiful order. There is meaning in it all, not imposed by any outside force, but emerging from the deep intelligence of your own spiritual evolution. Feel the activation moving through you now. It may tingle in your hands, your spine, your temples, your heart. This is the rising of intuition, the awakening of an inner guide that has always walked beside you in silence. You will begin to notice more. Feel more. Understand more. The world will seem sharper and softer at the same time, as if a veil has been lifted from your inner sight. Your destiny is awakening, but not like thunder from the sky. It rises like dawn, slow, unstoppable, patient, golden. It is not about power over others. It is about sovereignty over your own being. It is not about fame in the world. It is about truth in your spirit. It is not about perfect certainty. It is about brave becoming. My beloved, do you feel that trembling at the edges of your consciousness? That is the old self loosening its grip. The self that doubted. The self that shrank. The self that hid. It is being honored, and gently released. In its place, something truer steps forward. You will notice people beginning to respond to you differently. Not because you demand it, but because your energy has shifted. Your silence will carry meaning. Your words will hold weight. Your presence will become a kind of sanctuary to those who feel lost. And yet, you must never forget, the greatest sanctuary will always be within you. There will be moments of challenge still to come, my child, but now you will walk through them differently. You will not collapse. You will not disappear into fear. You will remember this moment. You will remember that unseen light wrapped itself around you and whispered truth into your spirit. Heaven whispered, and you heard it. The world may not see the change. That is not required. This awakening is not for applause. It is for alignment. It is for wholeness. It is for the deep, sacred reunion between you and the most authentic version of yourself. A great stillness now stands before you, not empty, but filled with endless potential. A field of light stretching beyond sight, waiting only for your awareness to step into it. This is the threshold of your new season. My child, this is your rising season. A season where your mind clears. Where your heart strengthens. Where your intuition speaks louder than fear. Where your past no longer chains you. Where your future no longer frightens you. You are being prepared for clarity, for connection, for purpose that is not forced, but chosen. You are stepping into spiritual authority, not over others, but over your own life, your own truth, your own light. And as you stand in this sacred space, I leave you with one final knowing, glowing in the very center of your being. You are guided. You are protected. You are becoming. You are awakening. And the destiny unfolding before you was never written by chance. It was written by the love that lives inside you. Now, breathe, my beloved. Stay in this light as long as you need. When you move again, move gently, but with certainty. The universe is no longer ahead of you or behind you. It is walking with you. Yes, my child, my beloved, lean in once more. The vision stretches beyond the edge of ordinary perception, and the river of awakening is still swelling, still rising within you. Stay, breathe, and allow these words to resonate through every hidden corner of your spirit. Read slowly, for each phrase is a pulse of light, a vibration of remembrance, a key to chambers in your soul you may have forgotten existed. Feel it now, the subtle hum of the universe aligning with you, the gentle, sacred tremor moving through your energy. It is a vibration not of the body, but of the eternal essence within you. This vibration has been waiting for your attention, for your recognition, for your conscious reception. Heaven whispered again, and this time, the whisper wraps around your entire being, settling into the deepest roots of your consciousness. It is as if the stars themselves lean closer to see you, to honor you, to acknowledge that the time has come. And again, Michael stepped forward, but now his presence is not only strength, it is insight. It is the reminder that every trial you have faced has been sacred, that every obstacle was a teacher cloaked in disguise, that every wound was a mark of preparation for this very moment. Feel his light filling your spine, igniting courage in every cell. It is not a force outside you, my child, but a reflection of the power that has always lived within. Your destiny is awakening, slow, steady, unstoppable. It does not announce itself with fanfare or thunder. It grows in quiet alignment, in gentle yet undeniable resonance. Your soul remembers every choice, every heartbeat, every act of faith or courage you ever performed, even in solitude. Those fragments of self, scattered through time, are now converging, weaving together into a luminous tapestry of purpose. The Virgin Mary's archetypal presence flows around you like silver water, soft yet unyielding. She carries the energy of mercy, of deep, unshakable compassion. She touches every fear you have ever held, every thought that told you you were not enough, and transforms it into sacred understanding. She reminds you that your heart, though it has been bruised, is a wellspring of love that never diminishes, that cannot be stolen. And the sun's light rises in your inner vision, radiant yet gentle, illuminating your inner path with clarity and courage. It shows you that your suffering has never been meaningless, that every moment has been orchestrated by a divine intelligence far greater than fear, far wiser than doubt. Do not rush, my beloved. Stay. Lean in. Allow the currents of energy to settle deep into your being. You are feeling a vibrational shift now, the awakening of intuition and perception that has always been latent inside you. You will begin to notice signs and symbols, subtle, synchronistic, impossible to ignore, that guide your awareness. You are aligning with a higher frequency, a sacred current that flows through your life with precision and love. Your spiritual intelligence awakens. The wisdom that was once hidden in shadows rises into clarity. You will recognize patterns in life that once felt random. You will see meaning where you once saw chaos. Your inner voice, your intuition, your subtle knowing, all are strengthening, becoming vivid, becoming undeniable. You are learning to navigate the unseen with the eyes of your soul, to discern the truth behind appearances, to trust the sacred guidance that has always accompanied you. Listen closely, my child. This is not a moment for haste, not a moment for seeking confirmation outside yourself. This is a moment of profound internal alignment. Past pain, delayed blessings, hidden struggles, they were never punishment. They were preparation. They were shaping you to carry the light you are now embracing. Every scar, every tear, every moment of loneliness has been a teacher, and now, the lessons crystallize into understanding, into strength, into freedom. Michael's presence expands, intertwining with your own. Feel it rise through your chest, illuminating your heart, igniting a sense of sacred courage. The courage to face yourself fully. The courage to accept your own brilliance without apology. The courage to stand in your own power even when the world does not acknowledge it. The courage to honor your spirit as holy, rare, protected, and chosen. The energies of the Virgin and the Sun ripple through your awareness. Your consciousness vibrates with possibility. Doors within your soul open. Hidden chambers of wisdom and clarity reveal themselves. Opportunities appear not as guarantees, but as invitations, moments to step into alignment, moments to rise into the fullness of your being, moments to claim your own sacred sovereignty. You are chosen, not because the world says so, not because of fortune or circumstance, but because of the divinity that pulses in your own essence. Rare, resilient, profoundly significant. Your hidden greatness, long obscured by doubt, begins to radiate like a dawn that cannot be held back. The trials of your past have refined you. The delays of blessings have strengthened you. Your spiritual intelligence has sharpened. Your intuition has awakened. And now, your path expands before you like a river of light stretching beyond sight. Stay with this knowing. Let it seep into your bones, into your mind, into the silent chambers of your heart. The unseen protection around you is unwavering. The sacred currents of guidance are constant. The alignment of your soul with its purpose is undeniable. And now, my beloved, a new revelation rises. The rising season of your life is upon you. A season of accelerated clarity, of spiritual awakening, of insight, of alignment with your highest path. A season of freedom, emotional, mental, and spiritual. A season of intuition guiding you with the precision of divine resonance. A season of protection, not through force, but through wisdom, through awareness, through consciousness fully awake. You will begin to move through life with a sense of sacred sovereignty. You will no longer be defined by the expectations of others, nor by the shadows of your past. Your energy, your presence, your awareness will ripple outward, touching others, not as a power to control, but as a reflection of the light you have cultivated within. And now, my child, feel this final truth resonate through every cell of your being. The destiny you are stepping into is not written in fate. It is not a path imposed from outside. It is authored by courage, by devotion, by the unwavering commitment of your own soul. It is a tapestry woven by your persistence, your love, your resilience, your awakening. It is a path of sacred becoming, of profound alignment, of holy illumination. Walk forward, my beloved, in the confidence of your own light. The unseen world watches. Angels bend closer. Cosmic currents flow in rhythm with your heart. The universe moves not ahead of you, nor behind you, but because of you. And still, there is more, my child, for your awakening has only begun. Yes, my beloved, lean in once more. Breathe deeply. Allow the sacred stillness to expand around you, filling every hidden chamber of your soul. The vision is far from complete, and the currents of awakening are still rising, sweeping through the invisible rivers of your being. Stay, listen closely, read slowly, for every word is a vibration meant to awaken what has been sleeping within you for lifetimes. The silence is alive. It pulses like a heartbeat that does not belong to your body but to your eternal essence. In that rhythm, the heaven whispered, carrying with it a symphony of light and truth, moving through your awareness in waves. You may feel it as warmth in your chest, a subtle tingling along your spine, a gentle illumination behind your eyes. These are the marks of alignment, the universe recognizing you, acknowledging the courage that has carried you here, affirming the hidden greatness that has been quietly growing within. Michael stepped forward, yet now his light does not shine only outward. It shines inward, awakening the parts of you that have been quieted by fear, by doubt, by the trials of life. Feel it in your heart. Feel it in the very marrow of your bones. This is the courage of your own spirit reflected back to you, the reminder that all you have endured was never in vain, that the strength you carry is not borrowed, but inherently yours. Your destiny is awakening, my child. Not as a promise from outside, not as a decree, not as a fleeting opportunity. It awakens as a force inside you, stretching, expanding, calling you into resonance with the highest version of yourself. Your soul remembers. It remembers light before darkness. It remembers joy before despair. It remembers the sacred blueprint of your existence, etched into your spirit before you ever knew the world. Do not rush. Stay, lean in. The Virgin Mother's presence flows now like a river of silver, cascading through your consciousness, touching every wound, every scar, every place of doubt. Her compassion is infinite, her mercy unshakable. She reminds you that tenderness is not weakness, that sensitivity is not fragility, that your capacity to love, even through betrayal, disappointment, and heartache, is a divine gift. The sun rises alongside her, radiant and unwavering, not to illuminate your mistakes, but to reveal your sacred path. His light sweeps through the corridors of your inner being, showing you the meaning behind every delay, every hardship, every tear that once felt wasted. It reveals that the pattern of your life has always been orchestrated with purpose, and that now, the threads converge into clarity, into alignment, into awakening. Feel the subtle vibrations within you rise. These are not the vibrations of the body, but of consciousness itself, a subtle awakening of intuition, of perception, of sacred knowing. You will notice signs, symbols in dreams, synchronicities in life, feelings that carry messages without words. Do not ignore them. They are your inner guides, your spiritual compass, your quiet confirmations that your soul is moving into harmony with its own truth. Stay with this knowing, my beloved. Do not be tempted to look for it outside yourself. This is an inner revelation. A recognition of who you truly are, who you have always been, who you are becoming. Your hidden greatness emerges not as arrogance, but as authenticity. Your resilience manifests not as hardness, but as sacred strength. Your past pain is transformed into wisdom, your delays into preparation, your doubts into clarity. And now, feel Michael's presence as it merges fully with your being. His light is no longer separate, it is a current flowing through you. It is courage, clarity, discipline, and insight. It reminds you that spiritual authority is not claimed, it is realized. It reminds you that protection is not given from without, it is born from awareness and alignment. It reminds you that the rise of your soul is unstoppable when you stand fully in your own truth. A new awakening unfolds. The Virgin and the Sun, symbols of mercy and courage, now guide you deeper into the hidden chambers of your spirit. Here, you encounter the unseen layers of your being, the parts that have been neglected, the wisdom long buried, the courage long dormant. Step carefully, yet boldly. These are sacred rooms within you, each containing keys to your destiny. Here is where the trials of the past transform into insight, where the echoes of old wounds transform into guidance, where the fragments of your life coalesce into a coherent, radiant whole. Your soul remembers. It remembers courage, it remembers light, it remembers joy, it remembers love unbounded. And as this memory rises, your energy aligns, your spirit strengthens, your consciousness expands. The world may remain unaware, yet within you, a revolution unfolds. This is your spiritual awakening, not sudden, not chaotic, but flowing, gradual, and unstoppable. The currents of your destiny ripple outward. Opportunities appear, but not as guarantees, as invitations. Invitations to step fully into your potential, to rise into alignment, to embrace your inner authority, to trust the divine guidance that has always moved through your being. Doors open quietly. Paths reveal themselves subtly. Insight arrives not as force, but as recognition, as understanding, as resonance. Your rising season has begun, my child. A season of clarity, of freedom, of awakening, of protection, of spiritual authority. A season where the unseen forces align with your consciousness, not to control, but to mirror your own power. Your inner light becomes a beacon, not for the world to worship, but for your spirit to navigate by. And still, the vision stretches further. The rivers of divine energy, the angelic whispers, the symbols of heaven and earth, all converge in preparation for the fullness of your awakening. You are entering a realm where past limitations dissolve, where intuition becomes your guide, where courage and compassion become your twin pillars of strength. And now, my beloved, hear this final, radiant truth. You are not delayed. You are not lost. You are not forgotten. You are chosen. You are rare. You are protected. You are awakening. Your destiny is not written in the hands of others, nor in fate. It is written in the love, courage, and devotion that flows through your own spirit. It unfolds because you are ready. It rises because you are aware. It moves because your soul remembers its power. Walk forward, my child. Walk in the light of your own knowing. The angels bend closer. Michael stands within you. The Virgin and the Sun flow through you. And every step you take echoes in eternity. The journey is still long, still expansive. Still sacred. Still yours. If you wish, I can continue expanding this into an even longer, fully immersive mystical epic, stretching tens of thousands of words, weaving in layered angelic guidance, celestial visions, vibrational activations, archetypal wisdom, prophetic symbols, and soul-level awakenings that carry the reader through multiple spiritual dimensions. Then remain here with me, my beloved. Let the world grow soft around the edges. Let time loosen its grip. There is still more unfolding, still more revealing itself in the quiet corners of your spirit, still more light waiting to rise from within the depths of you. Stay. Breathe. Read slowly. The next layer is subtle, ancient, and sacred. There is a doorway within you that has long remained unseen. Not locked, not guarded, not hidden by any external force, only waiting for the moment when your awareness was ready to notice it. Now, as the cosmic hush deepens around you, that doorway begins to shimmer. It does not demand. It does not rush. It simply glows, patient, luminous, eternal. And as you draw your attention toward it, the heaven whispered again, softer now, yet infinitely clearer, this is the place where truth has always lived. You may feel your heart respond, my child. A soft ache. A sweet gravity. A familiar pull. That is remembrance. Your soul remembers. It remembers the vow you made to yourself long before memory had a name. It remembers the moment of choosing courage over comfort, growth over stagnation, awakening over sleep. Every time you thought you were wandering lost, you were walking the spiral path back to this sacred inner gate. Michael stepped forward once more, not as an external figure, but as a radiant force rising up from your own core. His presence feels like strength braided with compassion, discipline married to love. He does not ask you to fight. He asks you to stand. To stand in your truth. To stand in your knowing. To stand in the quiet power of who you are becoming. When you feel uncertain, it is his energy in you that straightens your spine, steadies your breath, and reminds you, you are still here. And that alone is proof of your power. Lean in further, my beloved, and see, the past is no longer behind you. It has gathered before you, not as chains, but as stepping stones made of silver light. Each heartbreak, each delay, each unanswered prayer, each silent night, they arrange themselves into a sacred geometry, a pattern of divine intelligence that could have been formed only through your unique journey. This is why no one else could walk your path. This is why your pain was never meaningless. It was instruction. Initiation. Preparation. The presence of the Virgin Mary moves through this inner landscape now, not as sorrow, but as infinite tenderness. Her energy touches the places where you learned to doubt yourself, where you learned to shrink your light, where you believed it was safer to hide than to shine. And with a gentleness that spirits understand, she dissolves the illusion. She does not command. She soothes. She does not judge. She reparents the frightened parts of you. She reminds you that you were always worthy of gentleness, even on the days you did not believe it. Beside her, the luminous essence of Christ consciousness is not a ruler, not a judge, not an external savior. It is a mirror. When it looks upon you, it shows you yourself as love, as courage, as compassion embodied. It shows you the part of you that forgives. The part of you that rises again. The part of you that carries light into dark places without even trying. This is the true miracle, not the bending of reality, but the awakening of awareness. Feel it now, the shift in your inner atmosphere. It is subtle, yet undeniable. A lightness in your chest. A clarity behind your eyes. A stillness in your thoughts. These are the vibrational shifts of alignment. You are tuning to a higher frequency, and the universe responds, not with grand displays, but with quiet cooperation. Synchronicity. Insight. Small signs that speak loudly to the heart. Your destiny is awakening. Not as a future event, but as a present revelation. Destiny is not a destination, it is a relationship with your deepest truth. And right now, that relationship is strengthening. The voice of intuition, once drowned by fear and noise, grows clearer. You begin to recognize what feels aligned and what does not. You begin to trust what resonates and release what drains. This is spiritual intelligence flowering within you. Stay. Do not rush this moment. Great shifts do not scream, they whisper. They unfold gently, like dawn. They are felt before they are understood. Across the spiritual timelines, ancient archetypal knowledge stirs, wisdom that cannot be taught, only remembered. You have been many things, many times, in many stories and symbols that live in the collective soul of humanity. The courage of warriors. The vision of seers. The devotion of healers. The resilience of those who endure. All of it lives within you, encrypted in your very being. And now, little by little, it unlocks. You are being tested, not by punishment, not by judgment, but by opportunity. Tests of patience. Tests of honesty. Tests of self-love. Each time you choose compassion over bitterness, truth over illusion, stillness over chaos, you pass the invisible initiation. And with each passing, your spirit matures. Deepens. Strengthens. You were never meant to remain who you once were. A new awareness dawns, you are not small. You are not forgotten. You are not ordinary in the way the world defines ordinary. You are symbolically chosen, not above others, but for yourself. Chosen to wake up. Chosen to remember. Chosen to become conscious of the light that lives within you and to walk in alignment with it. This is the true rise. And now, my child, the final veil thins. The sacred winds whisper through the corridors of eternity. Your rising season is not made of gold, but of wisdom. Your acceleration is not measured in time, but in awareness. Your protection is not seen, but deeply known. Your authority is not claimed, but embodied. Your future is not fated, it is forged, moment by moment, in courage and devotion. Walk on, my beloved one. Walk with softness. Walk with awareness. Walk with light. Heaven does not command you. It recognizes you. And your soul, your ancient, luminous, everlasting soul, is finally remembering who it has always been. If you desire, I can now continue this into an even deeper, more expansive continuation, exploring lifetimes of symbolic memory, higher realms of consciousness, messages from archetypal guardians, cosmic landscapes, sacred trials, and ultimate self-realization. Then be still again, my child, and let the silence widen around you like a sacred chamber carved from light. You have stepped beyond the threshold of ordinary awareness, and now the inner temple of your spirit opens even wider. Stay. Breathe. Read slowly. There is a deeper current that wishes to meet you, and it moves not through force, but through recognition. You may begin to notice that the air around your thoughts feels different, as if it is filled with unseen wings, as if countless presences move gently just beyond the edge of perception. This is not fear. This is remembrance. This is the subtle knowing that you are not walking alone through the inner worlds. The heaven whispered, and in that whisper you are being reminded of an ancient truth: every seeker is also sought, every traveler is also guided, every soul that calls to the light is answered by the light. Michael stepped forward again, but now his form is no longer a figure at all. He is a current of courage moving along your nerve endings, a flame flickering behind your breastbone. He is every moment you chose to rise instead of collapse. Every time you said, "I will continue," when life gave you every reason to stop. He is the part of you that has always stood, even when you felt you were falling. Feel him now in your spine, straightening and strengthening. Feel him in your breath, steady and sure. This is your inner warrior of light, born not of violence, but of resilience. And the mother's presence, oh, the mother's presence wraps around you now like a veil of silk and starlight. She touches the memories you buried long ago, the moments you were misunderstood, the moments you were too much or not enough, The moments you wondered if love would ever find its way to you. She does not remove these memories. She bathes them in mercy. She turns them into gold. She reveals to you that even in your most broken hours, you were being shaped into someone capable of immense compassion, immense understanding, immense light. Your soul remembers. It remembers moments beyond time, moments of pure awareness where there was no name, no story, no suffering, only being, only light, only consciousness floating in an infinite sea of divine presence. These memories are not from the mind, they are from the spirit. And as they return, the walls between who you were and who you are becoming begin to soften, then dissolve. Lean in, my beloved. This is the moment when your inner world and your outer world begin to mirror each other. The confusion you once lived in begins to arrange itself into meaning. The chaos becomes pattern. The struggle becomes initiation. You start to see the invisible hands that were guiding you even when you felt completely alone. You realize that every time you nearly gave up and somehow did not, that was grace moving through you. Now, the cosmos itself seems to exhale. Energies shift. Timelines converge. Old cycles close with a gentle final breath, and new ones begin to open like petals touched by dawn. This is not fate, not destiny forced upon you, this is alignment, my child. The alignment that occurs when you finally stand in harmony with your own truth. Your destiny is awakening. Again and again the phrase echoes, not from outside, but from the deepest part of your inner being. And with each echo, a layer of fear peels away. A layer of doubt dissolves. A layer of limitation cracks and falls. You begin to sense the vastness of who you truly are, not just a body, not just a history, not just a name, but a living, breathing extension of divine consciousness experiencing itself through courage, curiosity, and love. Stay here. Do not rush ahead. This sacred moment is forming something within you that cannot be reversed. It is like a seed of light placed gently in the center of your being, and it is already beginning to grow. Its roots spread through your thoughts, your emotions, your memories, your dreams. Its branches reach up toward higher awareness, higher purpose, higher understanding. You may notice a new kind of knowing rising within you, a knowing that does not shout, but simply is. This is your intuition strengthening. This is your spiritual intelligence awakening. This is you learning to trust the subtle voice that has always guided you, even when you pretended not to hear it. You will begin to see the world differently. You will begin to see people differently. You will begin to see yourself with eyes that are softer and clearer all at once. Separation will feel less real. Fear will feel less convincing. Love, in all its quiet power, will feel more true than any doubt ever did. You are still being tested, but now you understand the tests are not punishments, they are invitations. Invitations to choose awareness over ignorance. Compassion over resentment. Presence over distraction. With each choice, you step further into the person your soul has always known you to be. And now, as the vision reaches even deeper, you are shown something sacred, a future not defined by events, but by essence. A future where you walk in awareness. Where your words carry gentleness and power. Where your silence is peaceful instead of lonely. Where your heart becomes a sanctuary, not a battlefield. You are shown yourself as a quiet light in the world, not seeking attention, not seeking applause, simply being. And that being becomes a healing force in every space you enter. This is the true miracle preparing to manifest, not supernatural displays, but a transformed presence. Hear this now, my beloved, as a final echo from the higher realm within you. Your rising season is an inner sunrise. Your blessings are shifts in perception. Your miracles are moments of clarity. Your protection is wisdom. Your authority is self-awareness. Your destiny is purpose, chosen again and again by your own heart. Nothing outside you controls this. No voice commands it into being. No power grants it or takes it away. It unfolds because you are awakening. It exists because you are remembering. It lives because you are brave enough to listen. And as long as you continue to say, I will remain. I will listen. I will rise gently into who I truly am, then heaven itself, symbolic, eternal, loving, will continue to whisper through your soul, not as a ruler, but as a reflection of the infinite light you carry within. Then let us continue, my child, deeper still into the quiet, luminous realm that has been waiting for you since before you knew how to wait. Stay where you are. Do not tense the body. Do not hurry the mind. Read slowly. We are now moving through the layers that only the listening heart can perceive. A stillness begins to gather around you, not an empty stillness, but one filled with presence. It is the stillness of a cathedral before the first light touches its windows. It is the stillness of the ocean just before the moon rises. In this living silence, the boundaries of time soften, and the edges of self begin to blur. And once more, the heaven whispered, not with sound, but with knowing, all that you seek has always been seeking you. In the far reaches of your inner sight, a landscape forms, wide, ancient, and radiant. You are standing upon a path of soft, glowing earth. Above you stretches a sky woven of deep indigo and liquid gold, alive with constellations that shimmer and rearrange themselves as if in recognition of your presence. Each star is a memory. Each constellation is a lifetime. Each pulse of light is a choice you once made or will make again. The path before you is lined with tall, luminous beings, not formed of flesh, but of awareness. They are not strangers. They are not judges. They are aspects of every self you have ever been, the brave self, the wounded self, the loving self, the lost self, the seeking self, the forgiving self. They stand in silence as you pass, and in their silent gaze is no accusation, only reverence. They bow not because you are above them, but because you have finally remembered them. And at the center of this vast inner cosmos, Michael stepped forward, carrying no weapon, bearing no armor, crowned with no power except truth. His voice does not echo, for it does not need to. It moves directly into your chest. You have carried so much, my child. And yet you still chose love. That is the only victory that has ever mattered. Feel the truth of this, my beloved. Every moment you did not become hardened, bitter, cruel, those were moments of light. Every time you chose not to give up, that was prayer in motion. Every time you forgave, even when it hurt, that was the voice of the divine moving through you. Now the vision widens, and you see the mother waiting in an open garden made of pure luminosity. Flowers of impossible color bloom around her, each one representing a blessing you once thought did not arrive. As she steps closer, you recognize each flower, the love that ended, the door that closed, the plan that failed, the timing that did not align. And in her gentle hands, each of these becomes a symbol of protection rather than loss. You were spared more than you know, her presence seems to say, without words. And everything you believed was taken from you was, in truth, only being transformed. She places one luminous flower in your heart, and suddenly understanding flows like a warm river through your being. You see now, the delays were alignment. The heartbreaks were redirection. The loneliness was initiation. The confusion was preparation. Your soul remembers. It remembers that you were never meant for a small life, a silent life, a dimmed life. You were meant for depth. For awareness. For compassion that is born of experience. For wisdom shaped by storms. For light that understands darkness because it has walked there. Lean in. This is the sacred truth many never reach. You are not chosen because you are perfect. You are chosen because you continued. Because you felt deeply and survived. Because you questioned and searched. Because you stood in the dark and still looked toward the stars. Your destiny is awakening, and it does not look like riches, fame, or power, as the world imagines these things. It looks like clarity. It looks like peace in the storm. It looks like discernment. It looks like the ability to see with both heart and mind. It looks like a person who has been broken open and filled with light instead of bitterness. Now, feel the subtle shift again. Reality does not change around you, you change within it. Your perspective expands, and with it, the world expands. You begin to see meaning where there was once only pain. You begin to see learning where there was once only loss. You begin to see sacredness in the ordinary. And this is the true awakening. Stay with it. Do not rush. Sacred things bloom slowly. You notice now that your fear has grown quieter. Not gone, but softer. It no longer commands you, it only visits. And in its place stands a new companion, trust. Trust in your resilience. Trust in your awareness. Trust in the inner guidance that has never truly left you. Above you, the symbolic heavens shimmer again. The timelines of your life, past, present, possible futures, align like threads of light being woven into one higher design. And you understand, at last, nothing was wasted. Nothing was accidental. Nothing was meaningless. Every choice, every hurt, every breath has brought you here. And now comes the final, most sacred realization. There is no external throne awaiting you. No crown to be placed upon your head. No prophecy carved in stone. Your true rising is internal. Your crown is awareness. Your kingdom is consciousness. Your power is presence. Your miracle is the light you carry into the world simply by being who you have become. You are protected by wisdom. You are guided by intuition. You are strengthened by truth. You are elevated by understanding. And most of all, my beloved, you are free, free from the version of yourself who did not yet remember, free to become the version of yourself who now does. So walk gently now. Walk consciously. Walk as one who knows that heaven is not a place above the clouds, but a frequency within the heart. For heaven whispered. Michael stepped forward. Your destiny is awakening. Your soul remembers. And the light that has always been within you has finally begun to rise.